Basically, with great responsibility comes great Spider-Man.
I thought you were dead.
Sun out of your eyes and be yourselves.
Heard you were dead.
She's dead, wrapped in plastic.
That man's dead back there.
It was worse than dead. Must be dead. Is this a dead man, Doctor?
Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ!
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Roast Mortem Podcast. I am Tom.
I'm Travis.
Hey, I'm Cody.
That's it. Just the three of us tonight. And that's the way you guys like it, don't you?
Can make
Yeah,
it
dog.
if we try.
Just the three of us. Me and my thighs.
Oh, jeez.
That is three of you. Wow.
Big thighs. How's everyone's week?
Good.
Normal.
You guys always say normal. Why aren't you fighting spiders?
Because we don't have
I don't
full-time
fight
jobs.
Spiders. They're not that annoying.
They're bitches. I hate them.
Don't have to fight them.
Skulltellus.
I only fight people bigger than me.
I fight people that are smaller than me that have more legs because they can run faster than me.
Oh, wow.
All right. Fine.
Saying.
It's a legs game for you. You and your thighs.
All right, it's normal. It's normal. My thighs got bigger this week. That's about it.
Congratulations.
That's about it.
Yeah, I got nothing. I'm a boring fuck.
Anyone eat any fast food this week?
Oh, I ate a lot.
What'd you eat?
Let me see. Oh, let me just pull out my journal here.
I had macaroni and cheese with chorizo.
That's not fast food.
I know,
That's
but
too
it's
fancy.
delicious.
Unless it's like the shitty chorizo that's basically like a dried out hot dog. Not so fancy.
That's so fancy. I probably had a little bit of McDonald's. I probably had a little Wendy's. I probably had a little T-Bell.
So you're a real American.
Well, yeah. I was. This episode's all about thighs. The moral of the story. Moral of the story is
KFC wasn't in there.
make your. No, I don't fuck with KFC.
That was the
Why?
only
Do
place
you
that
not
could have
gotta-
given you thighs.
What about Louisiana Fast?
Popeyes?
Louisiana Fast.
Louisiana Fast. Popeyes.
No, no miserables for me. No fucking KFC, dog. With that
All right.
cartilage bone,
Fair enough.
plastic bones.
We just lost the sponsorship. Thanks, Travis.
All right, moving along here.
Yeah.
Who done the research today?
I did it. Fuck you guys.
Who's
Yeah,
on
I
the
know.
chopping man?
On the chopping man today, I have the one, the only, Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp, Western American lawman.
Oh,
Or
shit.
lawless man, depending on how you take him.
So,
What do you guys think of Wyatt as a name?
I had a roommate named Wyatt. He was weird.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Uh,
He blew out all the nerves in his left hand with an M80 once.
Really?
Yeah. He was using it as he used his left hand as an oven mitt all the time. It was very
Jesus
handy.
Christ.
I feel like that's, as like a parent, that's just irresponsible because your kid is gonna blow his hand off if you name him Wyatt. You know?
Yeah, I could see that. I
Like-
don't know if your name's Wyatt and you're a respectable person
Just
or an
a ven-
animal or a fucking disgusting animal. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, dog.
Because we still like people.
Yeah.
We're not judging,
Me too.
just observing.
Me too. So we're talking about, and I was gonna throw it out there. I was gonna wait for someone, but we're talking about the Wild Wild West.
We are.
Wild Wild West. Jim West, Desperado. I don't know the lyrics. 'cause
Sometimes
I
the
don't
wild
wanna.
Midwest.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, dog.
Hear what Travis did?
No.
All right, let's move along.
Motherfucking Wyatt Earp, a.k.a. the Peoria Bummer.
What?
I won for this
What the
take.
fuck is that?
That was his nickname, the Peoria Bummer.
What's Peoria?
The city.
All right.
And he was a bum of Peoria, making him a...
If there's a Peoria, England, then
Peoria
that
bummer.
name means something totally different.
That's why I chose it. It's nice. And a little quote he said, "The good Lord owes me an explanation for the things that have happened in my life."
Oh, fuck off.
Well,
I haven't even heard his story, but fuck off.
Well, fuck now. I'm from Peoria. Good lord.
He's not from Peoria.
Yeah,
He was
whatever,
just
I'm a Peoria.
That was just where his delinquency, most of his delinquency
I'm a
happened.
Peoria penis. Fuck off.
All right, so tell us more about this
Yeah.
man. So he's a bummer. What is he best known for, though? Because I don't really know much about him.
We'll get into that.
Okay.
He was a Swiss Army knife of an employee, you would say. Worked as a constable, a policeman, a county sheriff, a deputy, a marshal, a teamster, a buffalo hunter, a bouncer, a saloon keeper, a gambler, a brothel keeper, a miner, and a boxing ref.
Wow.
He can make a killer Manhattan and also a killer old fashioned.
Good curriculum vitae. Good CV
Well,
here.
he could probably do an old fashioned both ways. He worked in a brothel.
True.
Winky naughty winky.
Yeah.
He worked in a
Old fashioned and
bunch
old
of
fashioned,
brothels.
please.
1 and 1. This is the American West/Midwest around the turn of the 19th century. So it's old-timey. The names are hilarious, and the dollar amounts make no fucking sense.
Love
Oh
this shit.
shit! This is the best. I hope I can buy something for a couple nickels and a penny.
Oh, we're going to get into the things you could buy with $50.
I love it.
He's known as a boom chaser.
Well, boob chaser.
Boom chaser.
chaser.
Okay.
He chased booms caused by gold, silver, cows, and land, mostly.
Yeah.
He's a boom bum.
As soon as you hear, like, oh, Wichita's up and coming with cows, money to be made in Wichita, he'd just up and go to Wichita.
Well, yeah. If you lived in Wichita, you just hear this in the background. The Wyatt Earp is coming.
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp fought things or opposed things or feuded with things called cowboys. Not necessarily what everyone knows as cowboys. Cowboys were the rough and tumble, dirty lowlifes of the area.
Little known fact, a lot of cowboys were black.
Yeah?
Most cowboys were black back
Really?
at this time. Yes.
Did not know
Interesting.
that.
Yes. But John Wayne changed that.
Ooh. Oh, Wayne boy.
Yeah, in Hollywood. That's how we look at it. But
What about ranchers? Those are legit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Or are they
yeah.
cowboys?
You'd call those cattle hands.
Oh, okay,
Those-
okay. So
Cowboys are kind of like the, I'm in this town because I got arrested and am wanted in another town. Hello.
the term
Right.
cattle hands is kind of gross. If you think about like a cattle, like a full-size cattle with human hands. Like how gross that would be.
Yeah,
Hideous.
just like hands coming out of it.
He's not reaching his neck down to the ground to get the grass. He's just picking it up and shoving it in there. Fucking gross.
That's disgusting, dude.
He was born Wyatt Berry Stapp Earp.
Wyatt Berry?
Wyatt Berry Stapp Earp.
All right.
So his middle names were Berry Stapp. And it wasn't Berry like the name, it was like the fruit. Like Chuck Berry.
Oh, okay.
Well, and also like Scott Stapp.
Scott Stapp.
How many P's
Chuck
are in
Berry,
Stapp?
Scott Stapp. Some of the biggest rock and roll icons out there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Born on March 19th, 1848 to Nicholas Porter Earp and Virginia Ann Cooksey. Yes, the names are great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's getting good.
But they both had like Nicholas and Virginia.
Nicholas Porter Earp and Virginia Ann Cooksey.
Why'd they pick Wyatt?
I don't know, it's bad.
No, but isn't it-
Moms aren't used to naming human beings in the 1800s.
No, is it Wyatt was a popular name back then.
Yeah.
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 I know it was, but at the same time, we go from Nicholas, Virginia, Wyatt. Wyatt.
I actually think I know this. His dad named Wyatt after his commanding officer while he was in the army. That
right.
saved his life, apparently. So I think it's a namesake from the man that saved Wyatt's dad.
So, like, saved him from some kind of artillery breach?
Yeah,
or,
cannon fire or something
Or
like
did he save him by spreading the word of Jesus Christ?
Probably the former.
All right.
I just imagine him, pulling him off to the side and say, thank you, Wyatt. I will name one of my Siemens after you.
I hope
And luckily,
it's that one.
that one will be my son.
Well, back then they thought Siemens was just like a
Ghosts.
spirit ghost.
Yeah.
And every load was a child, one child.
He was born in Monmouth, Missouri, and his family moved west in search of farmland. So you can kind of see like how his family's already like chasing a boom of farmland,
Yep.
moving around for it. Young Wyatt Earp kept running away trying to join the army. His dad, on more than one occasion, had to go hunt him down and bring him back.
Wasn't very good at it.
No.
No, he was 15. You're not good at a lot of things when you're 15.
No.
Good thing he didn't have a Tacoma.
Oh, yeah. When Earp was 21, he began working for the Union Pacific Railroad. Deadwood type shit, as you do.
Wait, so does he actually join the army? At
Nope,
any
he
point?
can't do it. His dad keeps catching him and bringing him back.
But you're saying at the age of 21.
Yeah, he joins the railroad.
So this is 6 years later.
Yeah.
So his
Early
dad
life.
wouldn't even let him do it?
No.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of like my dad. He was, 'cause his Wyatt's dad was in the military. My
Yeah.
dad was in the Navy.
Wyatt had brothers in the military, but
Oh.
it was just like, you're too young for this.
Yeah, my dad was in the Navy, and he was like, you know what? Like, I respect if you want to join the army, but you're not.
Right.
Because, like, I did it.
Yeah.
And more respect to everyone that does it. But I don't know. I guess sometimes the parents are like, no.
Yeah, a lot of parents who serve don't want their kids serving,
Yeah.
Interesting.
especially if they were around during Nam times. and
Right. That was
stuff.
my dad. He was around
Yeah.
at that time, So,
As you do working on the American Railroad, you pick up a certain skill set. Namely, you get good at boxing, betting on boxing, and officiating boxing.
Great.
Oh.
Just seems like railroad workers just boxed in their free time in boxcars. Maybe that's how they got their name.
Well, maybe.
Boxcars,
Very
yeah.
true. Very true.
Hop on the pugilistic train to destiny, and I'll punch you right in the knuckles for fun.
Ka-cha!
This is his first manifestation of a gambling problem that would be a reoccurring theme in his life. In the late 1869, Earp courted a 20-year-old Urilla Sutherland.
Rilla Sutherland.
Urilla.
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 Urilla DeVille.
Urilla Sutherland.
Urilla, she sounds like someone made out of meat.
It sounds like a primate, like
Loose meat.
Urilla, like
Yeah.
a gorilla.
Urilla. I love you so much, Urilla. I sure do love you, Urilla.
Urillas.
It sounds like a wonderful name for an old-timey sweetheart, like my fair Urilla. I do declare your eyes are like bottomless pools.
She was probably hot.
I don't know.
She was probably hot.
Probably.
Her name was Urilla.
Earp bought a $50 plot of land outside of Lamar, Missouri,
So jealous. of
when he
these
learned
fucking
his
Yeah.
when he learned Urilla was preggers.
Oh, you knocked her up?
Oh yeah, knocked her up and everything. Tragedy would strike in the form of typhoid
Oh.
just before the house was complete, claiming Urilla and the unborn baby.
Fucking
Fuck.
typhoid fucking Mary. You son of a bitch.
That's why I don't eat Thai food.
Yeah. Tom Kagae?
Tom guy.
A heartbroken Wyatt Earp would later sell the entire house and plot for $75. So you can do the math there. How much was the house worth?
About 25 P's.
About $25.
Oh, yeah, dude. I got $25. Anyone want to sell their house for
The land was 50. Keep in mind, the land
Yeah.
was 50. The house was 25.
Anyone want to sell? If you can write into the show, if anyone wants to sell their land for $75 with the house.
Keep in mind, if you pay 1,000 times that price, it's pretty normal.
And
Yeah.
appreciated.
Yes.
Yeah, but just $75. dude. That's all I got.
1,000. 1,000 times that.
1,000.
Now, here we're going to get into Earp and his love-hate relationship with the law. He was on both sides of the law continuously and ever flip-flopping while he was alive.
All right.
Law trubs. 1871, Earp was tasked with collecting licensing fees for the city of Lamar, Missouri. Everyday stuff, probably fishing, logging, owning your boomstick, using your boomstick.
I got my boomstick right
Missouri stuff.
Yeah.
This is how the town would effectively fund its schooling, its public schools. Earpy straight up pocketed the cash that he was supposed to be collecting for the schools.
Fuck yeah.
What a dick.
I repeat, he is not doing it for the children.
No,
he is
isn't.
not doing it for the kids.
Yeah, but like they're just giving him money, and I guess he's being realistic. It's 1870 dirt. Everything is dirt. These children aren't going anywhere. Hello, any of you Abraham Lincoln? Absolutely not.
No.
The first offense is stealing from kids.
He's opposite Bernie Mac, dude.
I know.
I'm gonna defend him a little bit because he's not doing it for the kids. You're right.
Tom, you know what? Guess what? You might need to go to jail now because you should maybe think about children.
Mind police, you're arrested already.
Oh, shit.
You're done.
Oh, no.
First Amendment rights, you're violating them tonight.
His second funny little offense was later in 1871. Your boy Earpy got caught stealing 2 horses. Earpy had an accomplice named Edward Kennedy, and Edward stood trial sooner than Wyatt Earp. Kennedy claimed Earpy had gotten him drunk, and Earp threatened to kill him if he did not
shit.
help steal horses. So this is kind of like a proto plea bargain. Like the guy who stood trial first is like, the other guy did it. The guy behind me is the guy you want to put in jail.
Right, this is before law really figured out what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they would just try people.
Oh, this
real
is
quick.
this is the era where American legal system does not know what it's doing, and it's hilarious.
I also, I don't, was this the first time you said that? You may call him Earpy, dog? Hello, Earpy?
Earpy,
I've
that's
been calling him Earpy the whole time.
that's-
You would call him Earpy? Did I just notice Earpy?
it's his pet name, Earpy.
I like Earpy, dog.
I like Earpy.
Earp.
I will call him Wyatt when we're talking about his brothers because they're all technically Earpies.
Earpy.
So his accomplice stood trial before him and essentially snitched him out hardcore. And Earp, instead of waiting for trial, was just like, fuck that, and dug out of his jail cell's roof.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Don't need this. He disappeared into Peoria, Illinois, where he survived a winter hunting buffalo and pimping women.
Oh, all right.
Great combo.
That sounds like it's really the same thing.
Yeah, pimping buffalo.
No, pimping women and hunting buffalo.
Hunting fat chicks.
One gets you money, the other gets you food, depending on which one you do right.
Hey, man. Man's got to eat.
Whatever floats your buffalo.
In Peoria, Earp was arrested for, get this, keeping and being found in a house of ill fame.
What?
What do you think that's code for?
A whorehouse.
Whorehouse is indeed correct.
Oh, I was going to go with the Basketball Hall of Fame in Massachusetts.
That's not correct. Because he's in Illinois.
He plays around.
No, he's in Peoria. Yeah,
He's around.
Illinois.
Back in the day, the Basketball Hall of Fame was in Illinois, so you're partially right.
So
Thank you.
keeping and being found in. My question is, what if you're not one of those? Like, what if you're the keeper of a whorehouse that doesn't frequent it? Or, I'm not in it, ha!
Oh, right.
Right.
And what do you think punishment for running a whorehouse is back in Illinois?
A slap on the
18.
upside of the dick.
Close, Travis?
A gentle pat on the head and 5 cans of SpaghettiOs. And be on your way, sir.
$20 and on your way.
$20 and on your way. Well,
$20 is
his
all
house
you-
was 25.
Yeah, exactly. You could buy a new house.
No. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, pimping gets you more than $20. Like,
Whoa.
so
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
So
you
just
can buy a lot
keep
more.
on pimping.
It's
you know?
like all these pharmaceutical companies and like telecommunication companies. Whenever they get sued for something,
It's $1 million, but it's just like to
Yeah,
them,
but-
it's just like, huh?
Yeah, you made $15 billion off this scam.
We're gonna
and
fine you
we charged you
$18.
$500 million. It's like, of
Take-
course they're gonna keep scamming.
Exactly. So if the punishment for being a pimp back in the day is just simply $20, your boy Earp got arrested twice more for pimping
Yeah.
and paid his $20.
So he's down $60.
The fourth time he got caught pimping, he used a floating brothel on the Mississippi as a loophole to get around.
Oh, that was some fucking
yeah.
great. They still do that shit with casinos, right?
Yes, they do.
Wait, could they technically do that with whorehouses too? Now?
I don't know.
I don't not now, no, but
I think there's like a federal rule about
yep,
that.
the rule.
Yeah, but international waters and all that shit.
it's
Well,
not
that's not
internet. It's not
international.
international waters.
No, I'm saying if you were to do it international waters, couldn't you have a whorehouse on the water?
Yes.
Yeah, you could.
But it's your job to defend that whorehouse from pirates without the help of any navy, though.
Yeah.
That's why it's not done.
And if you have a boat filled with whores, you're gonna
People
have
are coming
pirates.
out.
Yeah.
Pirates when you have whores.
I just finished watching Altered Carbon. Kind of about that, but it was in space science.
Oh, space
Oh.
whores?
yeah, kind of like sky science.
All right, Sky.
Yeah, so
I will never watch that show, and I'll tell you why. Because I fell asleep watching Netflix one time, and then that came on, and I woke up and I was having horrible nightmares to it, and I'll never watch it.
oh, it was a great show. You should watch it when you have nightmares.
To let people know, I kind of grew up in Missouri, and yes, I did notice the floating casinos when I was there, Travis. There was only 2 places you could gamble in Missouri. Well, actually 3 places. The Mississippi River, the Missouri River.
And McDonald's.
There's actually a McDonald's steamboat that was in use until 2000. And
Really?
they tore it up I've eaten on it.
Oh wow.
And I recently, in doing this, I discovered they tore it up. They tore it up in like the 2001.
Oh,
and
man.
decommissioned it. I was just like, oh man, like I would have loved to like hit that back up on like a road trip if I was ever
Yeah, I
in the
wanna go-
Midwest.
I wanna
Like,
go-
I would hit that
I
up.
ate
That's-
McNuggets on a steamboat,
Yeah.
on the McDonald's steamboat.
And you're gambling because anytime you
No,
step
you can't
foot,
gamble
No,
on-
no.
not on the
Anytime-
McDonald's
Anytime you
steamboat.
step foot in a McDonald's, you're gambling through
Oh,
life.
Okay,
yeah.
hold on 1 second here. I just want to point out to our listenership that that's what the Roast Mortem podcast is about. Travis made a joke, Cody educated you,
with McNuggets.
and I listened.
Okay, it's This is
That's
a
what we
learning.
do.
This is a learning.
That's a learning experience,
So-
but with humor and Roast Mortem very in touch with ourselves. So more, Cody. Please.
Yeah, no. Next week's episode, we won't be broadcasting from our normal studio. We'll be at the TED stage.
Oh my God. Can we do that? Can any one of our listeners start a petition to get us on a TEDx stage?
yeah, it's got to
We'll
be
take
TEDx.
We're not doing TED. We'll take TEDx.
It has to be a TEDx. Who has a doctorate at this table? All right, gambling in Missouri is allowed in 3 places: the Mississippi River, the Missouri River, and the Indian reservations. And I also looked up, you can also have gambling on bodies of water within 1,000 feet of the Mississippi and Missouri River back in the day.
So
Back in the day
little
being
ponds.
1992. So, you know, if you were so inclined, you could dig your own moat that's 1,000 feet away from the Mississippi or Missouri and have your own casino as long as you kept it floating in the puddle you dug.
That's what Earpy did?
No, that's not what he did.
Oh.
He just had his whorehouse on the river. I was just drawing a conclusion that, like, there is a mentality in at least Missouri that, like, hey, the river's not a state,
Right.
so go gambling. You know what I mean? Like Missourians were like, the debauchery's not happening in my state, so I'm fine with this.
Yeah,
It's in the water between states.
If you live on water, you don't exist, son.
You just figuring it out.
So
You're an Alex Mack.
So in the Midwest, the Mississippi River was kind of looked upon as like international waters junior.
Okay.
Shit was a little bit looser on
Now,
the
don't
mighty
go killing
Mississippi.
out there, but we're going to turn a blind eye to what else is happening.
I looked in,
Tips and whatnot.
I looked into the laws, and apparently dog racing is grandfathered into this rule.
Oh, because it's gambling.
It's gambling. I'm just waiting to find a steamboat that's willing to be large enough to sport a dog racing track.
Well, you could use
like,
small...
it's legal, you can do it, it's just no one else has done it.
You talk to the fine people over at Crossfire, and you get some real small dogs. Maybe we have something to go off here.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like that idea.
How much do you think you got fined for the floating brothel? It's got to be more than $20, because it's a floating abomination towards mankind.
I'm really hoping to get this one right, which I usually don't care, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna go $26.50.
$26.50.
I'm going $42.
$43.15.
Whoa!
Travis is
Suck it!
closest without going over.
Yeah.
$43.15 is the penalty for having a floating brothel on the Mississippi River.
Hard as fuck. Dude, I spend that at McDonald's.
Oh, you are just...
After his floating brothel got stamped out, Wyatt and his then waifu, Sally, chased down another boom. This time, cows in Wichita. I believe I said that earlier.
You did mention it, but...
They go for the cows in Wichita.
Wait, they're going to Wichita.
how do you get a cow boom? Like, just extras?
This is Wild West leather. You can eat it.
No, I understand, like, the commodity of cows, but, like, what's the boom? Like,
Oh, the boom is like cow drives have been augmented by the railroad, finally. So cattle drives are going from, like, you know, instead of the ranch to the slaughterhouse, it's going from, like,
Right.
fucking Colorado to Tombstone, you know what I mean?
Right, and also, like, Tom, let me explain. So the bull has an erect penis, and he puts it inside of the cow, and then they make more cows,
Thank you.
and they boom.
boom,
Boom, boom.
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 I want you in my room.
Ooh.
We'll spend the night together.
As we walk down to Tombstone. See what I've done?
Yeah.
Wyatt has this weird job as a seasonal law enforcement agent.
Whenever he wants.
Yeah.
No, it's whenever cattle drives are in town.
All right.
So what type of season? Actually, is a farmer ranch.
Yeah, ranch season.
Okay, good. All right, just establishing the setting, ranch.
Now we know.
However, when Law Manning wasn't in season, Earp had to get his financials another way.
Right.
Brothel.
Oh,
Here's the trick, though. He was the corporate overseer. Because he got spanked so hard for overseeing brothels, he was just like, no, I'm going to hire the overseers.
so he
okay.
set up multiple brothels, and there was all money going to him, and he's paying his guys, and if they get caught, they
paying his
pay,
ladies.
Oh, he's paying out the ladies.
He
Well,
has...
no, the overseers. Oh,
his-
so he has
his-
madams.
his-
Yes, he has
madams.
madams.
Oh, yeah,
Namely, let's see if I have this. Silly names. Nellie Bessie Catchum
Gotta catch them all.
and his wife, Sally Earp, at the
Wait,
time.
Nellie was a man?
Nope, Nellie was his brother's wife. So Nellie
Oh,
Bessie Catchum.
I misheard you there.
Yeah.
I bet you Nellie had huge tits. Maybe extra nipples.
Possibly. And you know they were wearing those, like, what is it, bodice? The fucking corsets?
The corsets.
So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fucking out to,
Right, yeah, they're flying.
like, you know, she'd turn around and knock you out.
Well, I might not be able to breathe too hard at the moment, but I sure do have these titties.
I'm aerodynamic as fuck.
Hey, Bessie, I'll buy you a drink. Oh!
Just turn around too quick, lady. Just turn around.
However, Earp's career as a Wichita lawman comes to a very abrupt end as he gets into a public good old fist fight with the former marshal of the town.
Well, fisty-gufsies.
Fuck yeah.
The former marshal said something nasty, something unkindly about Earp and his brothers. And by the way, Earp has just brothers for miles. Seemingly infinite.
Protestant?
Other Earps. I don't know if they're Protestant or anything like that, but it's just like, and I just kept doing research, and new Earps just casually just kept being named. And I'm like, oh, who the fuck is this Earp? Just be mindful, Earp has just a nearly endless supply of brothers. At least a seemingly endless supply of brothers.
I'm surprised it never became an insult.
Earp
Does not take kindly when you insult his brothers.
Oh.
This is kind of like Marty McFly's, like, nobody calls me chicken. So this is what, makes a police officer, a deputy, a lawman, beat a former lawman mercilessly in public. You just gotta take a shot at his brothers.
Well, I'm gonna call you a waxy-looking tall grass of Sally boy, aren't you?
It was actually a nepotism thing. One of the Earp brothers was like a deputy sheriff and hired the other Earp brothers.
Oh.
So the former guy was just like, you guys couldn't get hired if your brother wasn't the employer.
He may have had a point.
Yeah, well,
He may have had a point, and I think he did, which is why Earp went ballistic and beat the ever-loving shit out of him in public.
I have 2 Earps in the afternoon, and now I have 2 Earps.
When you're in law enforcement, Travis, and you beat somebody up in public, you commit a felony in broad daylight in front of witnesses, what happens to you?
Nothing.
You get fired to jail. Literally.
Really?
You get fired, and then you go to jail.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jail.
I feel like if you're the law, then, I don't know. I feel like recently,
No, that
you're
you get,
law, you're
like,
law.
recently,
Recently,
yes.
around.
And
This
no,
is
but also back
is
in
the
the past, who the
lawless
fuck's gonna
West.
judge you?
people that don't like you. It's like,
Yeah. The Pinkertons?
Yeah, now if you
I don't
beat
know
someone
about
up and you're a law officer, they just put you in administration for a while.
Yeah.
he's fired, fined, and confined. And as he's getting out, he hears wind that one of his brothers, James Earp, has started a brothel in Dodge City. And Wyatt's like, that sounds great.
Dude.
I could use a couple old fashions.
He loves his
loves-
toots.
Yeah.
He loves his toots, Travis.
He loves being a fucking pimp.
Let's talk about the one prostitute he didn't like.
Yeah, I want to know. It's probably Missy. That's why I'm guessing her name is Missy.
Frankie.
Frankie.
Frankie, of
Close.
course.
That was very close.
She had a hot bod, but a bit of stubble.
Yeah.
1878, Dodge City. Local burly whore Frankie Bell verbally abuses Wyatt Earp in public. Wyatt Earp responds by bitch slapping her in public. Very ahead of his time.
I'm ahead of my time.
It's a whole scene. There's a public spectacle, multiple witnesses, some of them in law enforcement. By the way, like, every fourth person is in law enforcement because you can just deputize whoever the fuck you want.
I'm going to deputize you. I'm going to deputize you. And you are not going to get deputized. You're working in my brothel.
Let's play the game we've been playing so far. What's the penalty for slapping a prostitute in public back in the old days?
Oh, I like this. All right.
Anyone?
You're put in jail.
Yeah, a night in jail.
Tom says night in jail. Travis says
Oh, we said the same thing.
both
Yeah,
of you
a
are
night
going
in-
with
just
night
one
in jail.
night in jail.
One night in jail.
Yeah.
Wyatt Earp got a $1 fine, 100 whole fucking cents for slapping a prostitute
Oh my
in
God,
public.
Cat Williams would love this place.
Wow, that's pretty fucked.
Frankie, the bulky prostitute, was fined $20 and locked up for the night.
Whoa.
Excellent 1800s justice right there. The woman who got slapped across the face got a fine 20 times the amount Wyatt did and had to spend the night in jail.
That is why they had giant mechanical spiders back then. Because nothing made sense. Nothing made sense. I saw the
No,
documentary.
I feel bad for Frankie.
What doc? No, that wasn't a
I was a
doc.
documentary, dude. They had giant mechanical spiders. Because nothing made sense. And everything's ass backwards. And why that hoe had to go to the fucking jail?
Wild West.
Yeah. Frankie got fucked over there.
Frank got fingered.
Frankie got fisted. Nope. Open fisted?
Open.
I'm trying to say
what's-
slapped.
Yeah. She got jimmied up.
Little Frankie Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy
They
Dean, how you doing?
That's what Jimmy Dean comes from.
I love
Little Jimmy Dean.
I love
slap.
in both of the resources I used, it noted that Frankie was very muscular.
Frankie was a dude
Nope.
with tits.
Frankie was a lady that was very... Here's the thing. If you're running whorehouses in the Wild West, some of your employees are gonna have shtick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and that shtick is gonna like get into their name.
She does push-ups.
Something maybe. Like she's the bulky one.
I'm just
She's the
picturing.
muscular girl.
Amazonia.
Yeah, I'm just-
so
Yeah.
rare and wild. This one.
That's a category on Pornhub.
I'm not
Probably.
going to say her name, but I'm just picturing our old gym teacher who was an American
Oh.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
in high school.
Yeah.
What was her name?
I don't want to say her name.
Just say her name. What gives a
Mr.
shit?
Moore.
Yeah, there you go.
With fucking neck muscles. Out the fucking.
She was shredded.
She was shredded. She
I'm
was.
imagining Frankie was a little taller than her.
Yeah, probably.
She was a nice woman.
She was a nice lady.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
Shredded.
Well,
Definitely
Frankie
could
was
beat
a
me up.
prostitute and could
Yeah,
make
that's why I
money
didn't
on her
want to
looks.
compare things.
Well, no, I'm saying Frankie
That's
might be
fine,
better
I just-
looking than Mr. Moore. Prostitutes are supposed to be better looking than gym teachers. Okay?
True. Very true.
They just need to be wet.
Let's talk about the cowboy, the lawless cowboy, George Hoyt.
Hoy.
Hoyt!
Hey.
It might be George Hoy. Hoy or Hoyt. They couldn't get
Spanish?
the naming right. It'd be Jorge Hoyt, maybe.
You're hoy.
A cowboy by the name of George Hoyt and his drunken posse shot up the Comique Theater, causing the performing comedian to hit the deck. Nobody was hurt, but it's just like, why, of all places, do you shoot a comedy club up
I don't
when
know.
you're drunk?
Imagine sitting in the audience. What's the deal with all these bullets?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Earp and policeman Bat Masterson.
Oh.
That's a sick name.
Pat Master.
Bat Masterson.
Yep. Earp and policeman Bat Masterson opened fire and gave chase to the fleeing George Hoyt and company.
Oh, yeah. On horse.
On horse, yes. So, like, they come in, they shoot up, they go into establishments, harass people, destroy, vandalize, yada, yada, yada. And as they're fleeing, the policeman and Earp, I'm unsure if Earp is on the side of the law right now.
We
or
don't
not.
really know. He
Yeah.
mixed himself
Because
in.
he can easily, like, to be on the side of the law, all you have to do is go to the sheriff and be like, am I in? And the sheriff will be like, you deputized.
What was this?
Yeah.
What was his name? Bat Masters.
Bat Masterson was the police officer. I don't know if Earp was on the side of the
Right,
law,
okay.
deputized or not.
Right.
But like, it's kind of a like do the right thing in the Wild West, like open fire on the fuckers opening fire.
Well,
on you.
I mean, back in the day, back in the West, you used to wrangle up a posse.
Mhm.
And like a group of friends posse, not like a group of federalized
Yeah,
ICP
fast and loose, all the way down. So Earp and policeman Bat opened fire on the fleeing George Hoyt and posse, and they chase them off into the sunset. And a few days later, Earp showed back up into town, returned, triumphantly reported that he had shot and killed Hoyt through his gun sights against the morning horizon, and that Hoyt outright dropped dead on the spot after the fatal shot was fired.
Just shot him in the head.
Yep. Nope.
No.
However, Hoyt turned up 7 days. No, Hoyt turned up nearly a month later, dead from gangrene.
Liar, liar, pants on dingus.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or the more comical thing is to believe Wyatt Earp shot somebody on the horizon that was not George Hoyt. Because everything on the fucking horizon is just a shadow.
Yeah, that's very true.
So he got back to town and he's like, oh, cool. Wyatt got him. And then the person Wyatt was supposed to got limps back into town gangrenous and dies. So everyone's like, Wyatt, who did you kill out in the middle of nowhere? And he's just like,
well, I got something.
So he shows up. He's gangrenous. He dies. Wyatt Earp just goes, "Told you."
yeah, how do you say that? Wyatt's claim was, I killed him outright. But he's out walking around literally a month later and finally just dies of gangrene. Maybe the gangrene from the bullet?
That's probably what happened. But also keep in mind, back then people were really bad at telling when people were dead.
And no internet.
Very true.
Yeah.
And also, you get gangrene from anything. Like, you eat
Hangnails.
like bad roast beef, and it's like, you got gangrene.
You're dead now. Have a pleasant evening.
Yeah, so your boy Wyatt's like bragging, like, it was just a shadow on the horizon, and I shot and killed it. And everyone's just like, it wasn't the guy you were trying to kill. You can't stop bragging, Wyatt. Like,
Well, I shot him all right.
you might have
Shot
killed,
him good.
you might have killed like a prospector or 3 coyotes on each other's shoulders in a trench coat.
I like that idea. That's a great idea.
You shot the president.
So, is this where Bob Marley got his song from?
No, I don't. What are you talking about?
'Cause I shot the sheriff, but I did not
No.
kill no deputy.
That doesn't make any
Yeah,
fucking
did he
sense.
shot a fucking shadow,
No,
no?
with
In
context as to what
he could have shot
what
a
Cody,
sheriff.
No, what Cody just told us that has no context. I cannot believe that I have to tell you this.
It has context because you was talking about I had coyotes and a stack of coyotes, and I shot a sheriff.
That is a good song.
All right.
Yeah, well, see,
makes
shut
me wanna
up,
poop
shut
around.
up,
Yeah,
Shut the fuck
context,
up,
bro.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do a podcast. Which town is Wyatt Earp most infamously associated with?
Dodge City.
No.
Peoria. You
No.
just said it before.
No.
Pianist.
Where's the shootout? Where's the shootout take place?
OK Corral.
Yes, but what state is that in?
The OK State.
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
That's not a
Tombstone,
state.
Arizona.
That's a pizza and a movie with Martin Short and Steve Martin.
Yeah.
And someone
He's in
else.
Tombstone, Arizona. Congratulations. There he works as a barkeep, and when business would slow, he would work for Wells Fargo.
Dun, dun, dun.
What do you think he did for Wells Fargo?
Just riding the Pony Express.
He was riding,
Riding the dick.
it was-
delivering muns.
delivering muns, but specifically, what's the cool-ass name? I kind of gave it away with
Stagecoach.
Stagecoach.
Rodeo.
But he's riding
Shotgun.
Yeah, I was talking.
That's a cool spot.
Riding the bronies.
That's where that's from. If you ever call shotgun,
Oh yeah, lay it out. Lay it out.
if you ever call shotgun, that comes from in stagecoaches. You would have a driver up front and someone sitting shotgun, which is literally the placement we think of it today, but it's because you had a shotgun in hand.
Yeah.
and you were waiting for people to come steal
Highwayman.
your stuffs.
That's pretty
And you were going to take
sexy.
care of it with your shogun.
Official job title is called Shotgun Messenger, even though you did not deliver shotguns.
No.
So wow,
Kind of just walked in. Actually, they didn't deliver anything.
money.
Well, I mean, but them themselves, they
Oh,
were,
yeah,
they
they-
were auxiliary.
Their
you
job
know?
was just to like
Like
be a
when they walked
spotter.
into a bank, they were just like, "Well, I guess they made it."
Well,
This is Premium
'Cause he's
Rush.
got- yeah.
well, they were also.
you just took your line. You doused your line.
Do we need to take a break right now? What's going on?
I'm just saying. They probably could also legally do shotgun weddings with their shotgun.
That maybe.
That's context, right?
Sure. Thank you, Travis. And on top of working as a shotgun messenger, Wyatt Earp somehow became back on the side of law enforcement.
Oh,
After-
shit.
After beating a competitor up in broad daylight as a law enforcement agent, no background checks were done in Tombstone.
So he just runt away with it.
And he's, whoa, I'm Deputy Sheriff again. Hi, hello.
Nice to meet you. I am a deputy.
All right, get this. 1880, Town Marshal Fred White was trying to break up some drunken cowboys in the middle of the night.
Fucking Fred.
About five. No,
Stop it.
He's doing
Stop.
the right.
Everyone stop.
Everyone, stop
Everyone
it!
stop. Knock it off, guys.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. Come
Yeah.
on.
Fred
Keep it
White, played by
down.
Ray Romano. in this infamous nothing scene.
Stop it. Knock it off, guys. Quit fighting. Wow, you're tall. My brother's tall.
Deborah!
Fred White trying to break up a bunch of drunken cowboys. One of them was named Curly Brocious.
Can that be my new nickname, please? Can I
Curly?
be Curly Brocious?
Curly
You could be
Brocious.
Curly Luscious.
Curly Luscious. Curly Precious.
So Fred White, the town marshal, was trying to break up these rowdy cowboys. Wyatt, meanwhile, was a block away in a saloon, unarmed, as a lawman should be.
Yeah.
Oh, while drinking.
While drinking.
Wyatt showed up late to the feud as he needed to find somebody to loan him a gun. He's a police officer trying to borrow a gun to respond to an emergency.
You using this?
Barkeep, I need a weapon. I ain't a gin.
This one's mine. This one's mine. No, it's not.
What are you doing? You're the worst police officer ever if you are running around soliciting for a revolver to respond to a call.
Does anyone have a badge, perhaps, as well?
Does anyone have a badge that said Wyatt on it? really need to borrow that.
Just saying, he should have had superpowers. Because then he wouldn't need weapons.
Well, that's true, but we learned that from Spider-Man, but that's different.
Yeah, well, I have the VHS.
Good stuff.
After scrambling to find a gun, it's not
As you do.
it's not easy to get loaned a deadly weapon, but he gets it. Somebody loans him a gun. I think it was the barkeep himself, actually.
Oh, okay. Bring
I
it
think
back,
he was a different Fred, I think.
I'm Fred, too. I'm Fred's cousin. We're all named Fred.
Town
Wyatt-
of Freds.
Because he needed to find a gun, Wyatt showed up late, but just in time to see his partner Fred White take a gunshot to the balls.
Ow. God damn it.
After Fred
wait,
White
you-
took one to the junk, Earp showed up and pistol whipped Curly Brocious, the drunken cowboy.
Oh, pistol whipping.
What are these guys fighting about?
One of them just got shot in the nuts.
No, but what? All right, never mind.
Oh, before that?
Before then.
It was just because they were too loud and discharging. They were firing at the moon. And Fred White was trying to break it up. Wyatt was supposed to be his backup, but Fred took one to the nuts while Wyatt was looking for a gun to borrow.
All right,
Gotcha.
so this whole situation just reminds me of a Three Stooges skit
Because
Well,
Curly's
Curly-
Well, you got
there.
Curly, someone got shot in the nuts.
Yeah,
And fucking Mo shows up, aka Wyatt Earp, and he's like, "Hey, what a victim of circumstance." And fucking,
So Earp shows up, sees his partner get shot in the nuts, and then pistol whips Curly. Knocks him on the floor. And Curly's like, "What'd you do that for?" It's like, Curly, you shot an officer in the nuts. That's why you're being pistol whipped. Curly doesn't seem bright, wondering why he's getting pistol whipped.
Why do you do that?
So all this smells like Earp just showed up way too late.
victim of circumstance.
If the entire situation could have been solved with a pistol whipping, that means you showed up late.
Also, Fred isn't very good at dodging bullets.
Not good with the juke and the junk.
Yeah.
Juke in the junk. Woo!
Oh, Deborah's not gonna like this.
So he could have saved his partner's nuts if he didn't have to go out looking for a pistol to borrow from random people.
Yeah, trying to pistol whip. I feel like he got enough pistol whipping. I mean, he's working brothels and shit. He's
Yeah.
whipping his pistol all over the place.
Kyle.
Let's talk about the famed OK Corral shootout.
Oh shit!
So you have two teams on the shootout. You have Earp and his boys.
Posse.
Yep, Earp and his brothers. Let's say that.
These are
Earp.
his boys.
It's Earp and his two brothers. When I say Earp, I mean Virgil Earp. Virgil Earp. He's actually the good Earp. He's the Earp that knows what he's doing, and he's a good lawman.
Okay.
He saw time in the Civil War. He knows what, human body's capable of. He knows the horrors of war. So, and he's also a decent gunfighter.
Right.
So, hey, Virgil Earp is the good Earp.
In the right corner, we have a bunch of Earps. In the left corner,
Wait,
we
hold on.
have
What's the other Earp?
You got Virgil Earp, you got Morgan Earp, and you got a non-Earp in the mix too. Well, of course you got Wyatt.
Non-Earp. He was
You
Indian.
got Wyatt, Virgil, and Morgan. All three of them are Earps, and there's one non-Earp in the mix.
But his first name was Earp.
No, you probably could
Erpley Stevenson.
Purple
Purple.
from Family
Did I
Matters.
do that?
Oops.
So who's the non-Earp in the mix? You very famous character.
Buffalo Bill.
No,
Billy the Kid.
no,
Billy the Steven.
no Billy's.
Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Billy Corgan.
He was a doctor of holidays.
Doc Holliday.
Wow.
Billy Holiday.
Thank you, because I need that at this point. I've been
in my
drinking.
mind, I tried to sub holiday for vacation, and I thought vacation wasn't good, so I subbed vacation for holiday, which was actually the original term, which
Right.
didn't make it a clue. It made it more of the answer.
Well, that's what I need when I'm drinking. Usually you have like a deductive style of figuring things out, where it's a deductive method, if you will.
Yeah.
Picking apart. But
Yes.
I just need
you just know.
No. I just need deductive language.
All right, so
So you say Dr. Holiday,
Doc Holiday.
and
Right.
Doc Holiday is the first thing that comes to mind.
yeah. So was it Doc Brown?
Doc Holiday.
Was it Billy the Kid?
No.
Oh.
It was three Earps and Doc Holiday versus a bunch of cowboys, headed up by the Clanton brothers, a feuding family of the Earps, if you will.
Okay.
Wait, the Clampets? Like,
Clantons.
Okay, I thought you
Clanton.
said the Clampets, like fucking the fucking Beverly Hillbillies. Jed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, interesting. No, Clanton.
Okay,
They're,
Clantons.
I think Ike Clanton was the big brother, head macho in charge.
Fucking Ike.
Size 46 shoe. Believe that.
Breakdown of the fight, of the shootout, if you will, transpired on October 26, 1881, lasted for an entire 30 seconds.
Well, I mean, a gunfight's usually pretty quick.
Quicker
Bang,
than
bang,
most
bang, bang.
people imagine. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you see all those like big drawn out fucking movie things with like, and like one guy's fucking gun jams.
Oh yeah.
well, no,
Usually
usually,
you shoot.
yeah,
both
most
people shoot
weapons
each
didn't
other.
have more than 6.
Yeah.
By nature, like gunfights back in the day couldn't last more than half a minute.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Lasted 30 seconds. 2 of the Cowboys, bad guy team, fled, and the other 3 of the Cowboys who stood their ground were all killed.
Shot through the dick.
I don't know
For
about
So
retribution.
that.
the two that fled was Shaggy and Scooby.
One of them was Ike Clanton.
the
I don't know
other
about
three
the
got
other
it.
one. Yeah. Oh, well, there's two Clantons, Ike Clanton and his brother. Ike fled, and his brother stayed and perished.
Yeah.
Do you think that, after his experience of his partner getting shot in the balls, do you think he gave a very heroic speech? We're not going to fire until we see the hairs on their balls.
Oh, God. Why do you have naked enemies charging you? Is my next... What did you do to
Intimidation
earn...
factors.
Yeah,
Intimidation
exactly.
factors.
My next question is, what did you do to earn the spite of exposed scrotes?
Cody, if I came charging at you fully clothed, you'd be like, wow, that's scary.
I'd be like, wow, it's Monday again?
Yeah, but but what if I came charging at you with just a t-shirt and no pants? You would be horrified.
Yeah.
You'd run away, dude.
Yeah. I'd be
You'd
like,
run away.
I don't want to get raped.
Well, he doesn't know what I'm going to do. He doesn't know what I'm going to do.
He has an idea.
Well, I might rape him. I might just fucking, and just fucking dance and, wave my balls in front of his face.
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah.
Who knows?
All right, intimidation. Anyway,
Okay.
back to the actual story.
Okay.
Painting the picture, Tom.
No, you're doing a great job. Just bringing it back.
Three of the cowboys were killed. 2 of them ran away. Let's go through the casualties of the Earps and Holiday. Holiday survived, grazed, and got to live another day, and got to go home to see his wife, whose name was Big Nose Kate.
Big Nose?
Big Nose Kate.
That wasn't her Christian name,
I
right?
don't. I just wanted to say Big Nose Kate because if you got a wife who's called Big Nose Kate, I'm going to call her out.
She was Jewish.
I don't care if you're Doc Holliday. Virgil Earp was shot through and through in his calf. So not horrible.
Not bad.
You can walk that off, even though you got shot in the leg.
Yeah, you got no medicine, so that's fine.
Morgan Earp survived a very, very peculiar injury. He got shot in his shoulder blade that then ricocheted into his spine, chipped a vertebra, and glanced his other shoulder blade as it exited.
Wow.
Like a hook shot?
That's the weirdest
It
shot
was
I've
either
ever
a
heard.
hook shot or is something that went straight across his back as he was hunched over. You know what I mean? That hit the 3 bones in a back like that.
That's weird.
That's
is
gotta
weird.
feel horrible.
Yeah.
Getting
Ow,
hit
ow, ow.
in both of your shoulder blades and the vertebra. Even if the vertebra is just like a dink.
Yeah.
That's
You need that.
ooh, that feels bad all over to me.
Those little tiny fucking snow cones, the little tiny, I can't even think of the words right now.
What are you talking
Flying
about?
saucers that are in your back.
Okay.
You want to keep all that ice cream on the inside. I'm talking because you were saying before there's no doctors on this podcast. I'm going to try to fill that role. So if you imagine your back as a bunch of flying saucers stacked on top of each other.
Those are vertebra.
No, those are flying saucers.
Okay.
And if you imagine some of that ice cream melting, you're not going to have a fun time.
Not good.
And if someone, say, takes a boomerang and fucking boomerangs it through one of those flying saucers, your back's going to get fucked, dude. Did he walk again? Did he walk with flying saucers again? I'm just saying. Did he do that? Could he walk again?
I don't know.
All right, now we're back to reality.
I'm just saying. Did he walk?
Doc Holliday got survived.
Fuck.
Doc Holliday was grazed. Virgil Earp got shot through his foot or his leg. Morgan Earp survived a shot to the back. What do you think Wyatt walked away with?
Nothing. He was clean.
Nothing.
3 ladies. He was hard.
Wyatt Earp walked away from the OK Corral unscathed. Now
He was okay.
he was
I knew you were going to do that,
And
dude.
by the way, the only reason they were there is because the excellent and the good corrals were all closed up.
yeah.
Oh, that's like,
got it.
I was going to go for the Best Western. Now we're just at the Motel 8.
Yeah. Super 8. Yes.
Super 8.
That's his biggest claim to fame. Nothing happened to him at the OK Corral shootout.
That's not even fair because nothing happens to me all the time.
Yeah,
And no one
nothing
knows who
happened
I am.
to you at the OK Corral shootout either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he get a confirmed kill, though? Was it him
Not
that shot
at, not
them?
at the corral. Not
Okay.
at the corral.
So, his brother shot people.
The other Earpies and
And fucking
Doc.
Wyatt would just stand there, shooting his gun straight up in the air. Yeah! Woohoo! We're having a shootout!
I'll remember to bring mine this time.
That makes me feel a little fishy. Because I know a gunfight is fucking, shit on earth for 30 seconds,
Yeah.
but that's very uneven. Everyone that didn't flee got hit.
Yeah.
Except for Wyatt. Wyatt got the same injuries that the people who ran away got.
Mm-hmm.
So just think about that. How active was Wyatt Earp during the shootout?
He was somewhat of a coward. Probably hid behind some kind of sandy cactus.
We like to call them the prickly ninnies.
Yeah.
3 fatalities, 4 injuries in 30 seconds, and you walk away with nothing?
Yeah.
It's just like...
Total fish.
Yeah. And Virgil was the sheriff that deputized Wyatt. Wyatt wasn't the ringleader.
Yeah, why was he a little bitch?
Wyatt, he was deputized, very loosely deputized, from a blood relative.
Yeah.
So it's just like...
It's a little nepotism.
I'm on the side of the law now because my brother gave me a pass.
But he's remembered for the OK Corral a lot, though.
Because he didn't take one. That's his appeal.
Yeah.
He emerged unscathed from the OK Corral. So did you. I did not get hit during the OK
I bet Frankie
Corral.
also.
Frankie did not get shot during the
Yeah, she
OK
didn't.
Corral shootout.
Yeah.
Frankie, the muscular prostitute.
She was the real
unscathed.
hero of the OK Corral.
Yep. Well, I was going to make a joke, but it's totally tasteless. So let's just move on.
Okay.
Were you going to talk about like your clip being really long?
No, I was going to make a joke about being at Waffle House and something bad happening.
All
but
right.
you don't
Oh,
need it.
yeah.
So the two cowboys that, chickened out and fled returned to sue the Earps and Doc Holliday.
Yeah, sue them, eh?
Yeah. A little bit of law in the lawless West.
Or as I like to call it, Susan them.
A lot of the town witnesses say the cowboys, aka the Clanton and posses, held up their hands and turned out their coats when approached by the Earps and Holliday. So a lot of townsfolk were saying, like, the Earps were the aggressors, the Clanton posse was just doing their business and, turned out their coats in good faith, showing the lawmen they were unarmed.
I'm going to say probably not. Just saying.
Well, it kind of lines up on the unevenness of the casualties of the shootout.
That's true.
All of the deaths were on the Clanton side, and the Earps and Holliday just took grazes.
Yeah, but how could they turn their pockets and be like, we're unarmed, and then the Earps get gunshots?
It's a feud.
You can't be like, hey, I'm unarmed.
Yeah,
and then the other side.
grazed,
Yeah.
all you need is a graze
Yeah.
for it to be evidence that everyone
Yeah.
was shooting.
Yeah, it was definitely all shooting. So maybe they were like, oh, it was.
I mean, even if they showed up and they're like, hey, guess what? We're all unarmed. And then they start shooting and they pull out guns. It's like, well, you weren't unarmed.
it's super fishy. It's
Yeah,
super fishy
fish.
on both sides. Is all
Bait stuff. Total bait.
Yeah.
because it was so fishy. The Earps and Doc Holliday avoid indictment on the lack of evidence. It was all he say, she say, yada yada yada.
They say.
But however, this tarnishes their good name.
Sometimes a lawsuit will do that.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It kind of
Sure.
got out that they might have opened up on people that didn't have weapons unfairly, with false deputization or erroneous deputization. So it's like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
And they lost their clout with the public eye. So it's like, oh, the Earps aren't good folk no more.
Another meanies.
And when they lost, the backing of the public, I guess you would say. The surviving Clanton Ike came back with a vengeance. Virgil Earp was later ambushed and maimed by a pair of shotgun blasts that happened across the street.
Yeah.
But the shotgun blast just happened across the street. The shotgun blast was going down the street, then decided to just change direction and go
No.
go right into
Here's the
fucking
interesting
No
thing.
bullet bill shit, man.
Yeah, bullet bullshit. Here's the interesting thing. It happened from across the street in an establishment, and after the 2 shotgun blasts rang out, the establishment instantaneously emptied. The one thing that was left was a hat on the coat rack, which clearly belonged to Ike Clanton. So it goes bang, bang. Everyone grabs their stuff and leaves. The only thing that wasn't grabbed as everyone's fleeing is a hat that belongs to, the head of the feuding family.
Ah,
So,
All right.
interesting.
guilty boys.
And Morgan Earp was assassinated, shot in his ribcage while he played billiards.
Well, definitely didn't win that game.
No, he didn't.
No. Wyatt did survive this billiard assassination attempt. So the assassin showed up trying to kill Morgan and Wyatt, but only got Morgan.
Well, Wyatt was playing some banjo in the corner.
8 in the corner pocket. Ow.
Yeah, squall.
Ow.
So Wyatt, womp womp, has a slain brother, and the feuding family is responsible for that. So Wyatt does the old Westy thing and rounds a posse of people with hilarious fucking names.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I love it.
We got Jack the Turkey Creek Johnson. We got Hair Lip Charlie Smith, Daniel the Tipton, and Texas Jack Vermillion.
Oh, I mean, Travis the Tippy Tim.
So you got a guy who's 100% tip. He's got no penis, just the tip.
Daniel Tipton.
And a guy who's made out of a turkey, some kind of turkey river.
Turkey Hill
Jack
ice cream.
Turkey Creek Johnson.
He's
Yep.
just, and then what was the other one?
Hair lip Charlie Smith. Good old hair lip Charlie Smith.
called-
All right,
mustache.
so an unfortunate genetic defect of a gentleman.
Oh, and the last one was Texas Jack Vermillion.
And he made some gnarly French toast.
It sounds like they're all porn names, to be honest.
Right?
Yeah. Especially the
We
Tippy
don't know they're not.
The tip guy, yeah.
Daniel Tipton.
Danny 7 inches tip. Just the tip is 7 inches. Major chode.
7 inches of pink.
They do their whole vigilante thing, all silly named and shit. They hunt down the cowboys they feuded with and kill them. And this is Wyatt's first murder charge, his first unjustified kill according to the law. He has his first wanted poster printed. For murder. For murder, he did other shit earlier, like stealing from school children and all that.
Yeah, acceptable stuff.
Yeah. Horns.
So this fucks his reputation until death. Like he's not a lawman if he's out killing, people that can defend themselves in court.
Right. So we've hit the zenith of his goodness.
Oh, well,
So far,
yeah.
right now.
It's all downhill from here.
And you like that word, goodness.
Goodness.
Yeah.
And so this disgraces him pretty much out of law keeping for good.
All right, but hold on. I got a question. I know we're getting to the end of the OK Corral.
Mhm.
But one thing I feel like I have heard about Wyatt Earp was
Yeah.
that he was like the best shot in the West.
No. Thank you for bringing that up, but no,
And I
he
feel
was
like
not.
that came from the OK Corral.
It did. His remarkable feat at the OK Corral was not being wounded. He was the only combatant that didn't flee and didn't take lead.
So up until this point, and if we go further, maybe I'll be disproven, but there's never been like an account where he's like, I shot 7 watermelons from 1 billion yards away with my 2-inch pistol.
He did say he killed George Hoyt on the horizon with a crack shot.
That.
But
that
that wasn't
That's true.
George Hoyt.
But like he's never had like a gun, because they used to have like gun competitions
No,
and shit.
no.
This was like
his only.
this was
all right. Spoilers. I'll say it. Spoilers. He was never shot.
Oh.
Like he was, for everything he did, lawlessness included. He never took one.
All right.
That's why
Bitch.
he's remembered.
What? Hey.
But it's just like, hey, I never got shot in the Wild West either. Tom, have you?
no.
Yeah. Hey, look at this. Like that's. I feel like that's not a great achievement. Not
didn't ask
taking.
me.
Yeah,
You didn't ask
Travis,
me.
did you take some lead balls in the Wild West?
I've taken many balls in the Wild West.
Yeah, but he's taking him with Frankie, the masculine too.
No, he was just slapping Frankie, the bulgy prostitute.
Well, they were in lead.
Those balls were not lead. Those balls were made of.
Pink soft carbon.
Thank you.
These balls made for slapping.
All right. He's permanently disgraced from ever doing any lawman stuff ever again.
Lame.
So
From the OK Corral fallout, he's a disgraced lawman and can no longer pick up a job
Fuck yeah.
enforcing law anywhere. But he has one final colossal dirtbaggery that everyone knew him for at the time, but I feel because it's unrelated to lawmaking, none of us current day know what this piece de resistance of dirtbaggery was of Wyatt Earp's life.
okay, so he
little-
kind of everyone remembers him for the good and
the good and bad of lawmaking.
Well,
This
right.
final one has nothing to do with lawmaking.
right. So everyone just kind of was like, "Oh, he's a legend." Because I feel like Wyatt Earp, he's like
Absolute legend, man.
legend,
Absolute legend.
in it.
For not good reasons.
Yeah,
He's
no.
a legend for not good reasons.
No, but I feel like he's like up there with like I know he's not like an American myth like Paul Bunyan, but he's kind of like that,
He wanted
know.
to be remembered like so.
But he kind of was though.
Yeah, if you look past the bitch slapping in public
But
and
I want to know.
feuding.
Yeah, we've learned about all his dirty shit, and I want to hear his premium dirt.
There's no premium dirt.
Well, his premium dirt that he went out on.
Okay. Just to let you know, his premium dirt had nothing to do with enforcing law. If you can
fine.
if you can remember, one of his old hats, one of his shticks he had, was boxing.
Oh yeah.
That he learned on the railroad working for the Union Pacific Rail.
All right.
It wasn't boxing. He wasn't betting on boxing, but he was officiating a boxing match that got him his final dirtbag badge.
Nice.
Fuck
he was
yes.
reffing. Dirty
He was
ref.
reffing.
Reffy.
Dirty West.
The
Reffing.
match was billed as the World Heavyweight Championship. Earp, due to unforeseen circumstances, became the last-minute pick to officiate the bout, if you will.
Right.
And this bout was between Bob Fitzsimmons and Thomas Sharkey. Fitzsimmons versus Sharkey.
I'm putting my money on Sharky.
Sharky, dog. I also, another thing I want to point out, back then, they didn't use gloves.
Which made
Which
boxing
was safer.
no
Way safer.
way more dangerous.
Look into it. No.
No, sorry, we might be miscommunicating. What are you talking about? What's safer?
When you do bare knuckle boxing,
It is.
it's safer.
It is safe. Yes.
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 Yeah,
Because-
but also, boxing back then too there's no rules. You could fucking bite
It's-
someone's ear off.
Yeah, it's up to
You
the
can
official.
You mean like
You know.
like Mike Tyson did in 90?
Well, yeah, but
What was that? 95, 96?
7.
yeah, but those pugilists back then would die in the ring.
Yes.
and that was a
Because-
usual thing.
because
All right, fine enough.
great point. Bare knuckle boxing was way more safe than
Than with the glove. Because
Gloves.
what happens with the glove is that you can take more hits, and that
Your fists can take more hits,
Your fist
your
can
fist-
take more hits. Yeah.
which means your enemy or opponent.
they're getting hit in the face more, and the hit on their face is a little softer and also kind of keeps you in the game longer, but your brain is still getting rattled around a lot. So when
Right.
you're doing bare knuckle, you take a few hits, but it's like you call it when you're done.
Right.
Yeah.
All the gloves do is just make it so you're just mushing around your brain a little
Yeah,
bit
you
more
can push
until
past the
become
limits of a human
Muhammad
fist.
Ali vegetable.
Well, right, yeah. I feel like the difference between bare knuckle in that sense and the whole glove thing is that the glove over time will make you a vegetable. The bare knuckle and the
It's
fact
more
that there's-
dangerous in the moment.
Yeah, in the moment, there's more chance. of
Career,
someone
yes,
dying.
for a career, it is way
Yeah.
safer to be bare knuckle for the
If you
long
survive.
term. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A short-term bout with bare knuckles might
Right.
get really scrappy and dicey
Yeah.
real quick, though. World Heavyweight Championship. Sharky versus Fitzsimmons. And we have Wyatt Earp officiating this. It's kind of like a Disney thing. Like, oh, okay, we got Wyatt.
It's very celebrity.
Yeah. Wow.
he
okay.
was a celebrity at the time. Like people knew of him.
It's difficult because, like, he's found a new home. So
Right.
that means he kind of got away from the law. So
Right.
maybe people didn't know about him.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps you could be like, if you were like a history buff, you could be Wyatt Earp? I know the Earp name. That
Okay.
was the family that feuded with the clan. Maybe.
But he didn't have this fastest gun in the West thing yet. At the time, in the moment, you don't think, or did he?
No, because he didn't get to Hollywood just yet.
Okay, all right.
Womp, spoilers. But right now, he's officiating a World Heavyweight Championship, and he's made into the 8th round, and he's officiating this match between Sharky and Fitzsimmons.
Fuck yeah.
Love it.
And in the 8th round, Fitzsimmons caught Charlie with something he likes to call the solar plexus punch. And essentially, it's just a swift uppercut to knock the air out of his opponent.
Ah,
So right to the square of the chest, kind of coming down and then coming up.
slightly sexual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a toucan.
Yeah. And then this
Sexual one.
This fucking winded Sharky. They got nailed with like the solar plexus hit, and then the would-be finisher of the round, that Fitzsimmons threw, landed just a little south of the belt line.
Oh, nuts.
Another nut shot.
Back in the nuts.
Whoa!
So Fitzsimmons hits the guy, knows he's going down, but the finisher lands a little bit below the belt. And as an official, you're supposed to be like, hey, keep him above the belt.
Hey, what's
Right?
up, though?
Like that's like one of the that's one of the basic rules of
Yeah.
boxing. Keep it above the belt.
Don't
Yeah.
punch him in the nuts.
So Wyatt, instead of offering a warning, straight DQ. Fight over, you can't hit below the belt.
Oh.
Oh.
Which is like, what? Can you do that? Like as an official, you're the
Technically,
the
yeah.
law. Like before a rule book is there. So Wyatt essentially hands the fight to Sharky after Sharky takes one to the nuts. It's not what you're supposed to do, technically. You're supposed to offer a warning, be like, yo, no nut shots. But Wyatt was just like, over, we're done. Sharky wins because he took one to the nuts.
I feel like he was just having some serious PTSD. Just like, my partner got shot in the nose.
Maybe. We don't know.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Also, on a total side note, I think we should do one of those fight night things, like one of our, one of the small fry competitors that we have in the podcasting world, Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah.
Like, we could probably outdo his fight night. And we don't know anything about fighting, but
Yeah, no, we could just hang
we
out.
could do fighting companions.
drinking.
Yeah. We'll have a good time.
Fitzsimmons is outright DQ'd. An eruption of boos and hisses and catcalls comes out of the audience.
Boo.
Wyatt made a bad fucking call.
Oh, no.
And this is a fight that's big enough to like get coast to coast news. Like California and New York were like, did you guys hear how Wyatt Earp fucked up the championship?
Like some
my
Space
God.
Ghost shit?
Like what?
Like some Space Ghost shit?
Not, I don't know, Space Ghost, but yes, coast to coast, Travis. Thank you.
This ain't some Art Bell stuff. This
Yeah.
ain't some having Moby on a little black screen TV while you hanging out talking with your Hanna-Barbera publication stuff. This is Wyatt Earp making a shit call. This is Wyatt Earp being a dickhead by accident.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's by accident because a lot of the people were like, what blow south of the belt did Wyatt Earp see? So like a lot of the spectators, people there in the blood were just like, what south of the belt blow? And it's really obvious to remember because it was the last blow. Because the fight was called, and everyone's like, what are you talking about, Wyatt? It was turned out Wyatt had put money on the fight that he was officiating.
How you doing?
The fix is in, the fix is real, and Wyatt is one of the people holding the bags. Of course, the commissioner caught flack and everyone above him, but Wyatt was just like one of his last dirtbaggery things. Once he was out of the lawman game, was still with the law. It was just officiating a fight.
What an Earp.
What an Earp.
What an Earpy.
What a Earp.
What an Earp.
So he's got hate on his name from coast to coast. This sullied his already crusty name. And when you're morally defeated and bankrupt, what do?
Go to
You
jail.
start another whorehouse.
You move to LA and try your hand at movies.
Oh, yeah. What year was this?
Wait, yeah, where?
1915.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, some silent films.
He was a consultant for Silent Spaghettis.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah.
Which is, that's a great person to have as a consultant.
Yeah.
Like, this is his best job he's ever had, I feel.
I feel
yeah.
like most of the spaghettis I've had have been pretty quiet. See what I've done there. See what I've done.
Most of mine are pretty loud. It's like,
Or is that the post game that is allowed for
It's like my udons.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. I mean, Hollywood was kicking. That was Birth of a Nation was 1912.
1912.
Yeah, something
that was
like that.
during World War One.
Yeah. 1950. Yeah.
No, 1915
Yeah.
during World War One.
Yeah, so there was money in Hollywood. You know why Hollywood exists? Where it does.
I've heard it's the weather.
No, to escape the patent laws of the East Coast.
Sure. I'll buy
Yeah,
that.
fucking, wasn't that Tommy Edison? Owned a lot of those patents because he had the movie studio in Jersey.
Yeah, well, they were able to use the patented equipment and also the stories, too.
Right.
Because they were able to just take a story that was like maybe a book that was... There was really not much happening in the West.
Right, yeah.
That's why Hollywood went
sure.
there. It
Yeah.
was like, let's do it over here. We'll make the money, and no one's going to catch us out here.
Yeah, why the
Alright.
fuck not?
Yeah.
I almost feel like that's kind of feel like the cliche thing, like the sad times of the West. Because like this guy, much of a fucking shithead that we knew that now we know he is and was. But like now he's making movies. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
back then he used to be a rough and tumble fucking brothel owning, shooting,
Brothel keeper.
brothel keeping.
Yeah.
Pimp
And
slapping.
now he's just doing movies.
Hey,
you know?
done movies.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Moving out here doing movies was a good career move for me.
Yeah.
It was. And if you're doing if you can make movies, if you have a hand in making movies, and you're a historical figure, what do you think you're going to try and do?
Make a movie about you.
That sets the record straight.
Yeah.
That's it's like it was an like I saw that, like, okay, he's in movies now. He's got to try his hand at a biopic, right? Like, and sure enough,
Was it pornographic?
no. Why would you think that?
Why would it not be?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that's
I would
fair.
do
Back
that.
then, Wild
I mean,
West. Look at
that's
me.
fair.
Look at how much never put my dick in my pants. Look how much I went and shot up the bag, guys.
He tried setting up a biography that painted him in a good light. It was successful to some degree because most people think he's a good guy. You know, now
Yeah.
that haven't heard the Roast Mortem podcast episode of him.
You
Yeah.
enlightened me. I thought he was the fastest gun in his dick.
No, he just didn't get shot a lot.
He just stayed out of trouble. He was a regular.
He was really good.
Joe.
He was
Before
very,
Bazooka
very
was
good
invented.
at not getting shot.
I love Bazooka Joe, man.
Now-
One of the best figures in history.
Ask me how he died.
Some kind of alcoholic binge.
Earp died in L.A. January 13th, 1929, aged 80, to chronic cystitis
Yes!
of the liver. Here's the thing, though.
That's my first guess.
Half credit, he wasn't a drinker. He wasn't a drinker, but he did die of liver disease. I mean, he did drink, but
He wasn't known for being the town.
yes,
brat.
his wife at the time of death was trying to put him over as a teetotaler. Do you know what
No,
that
no,
is?
no. He wasn't a teetotaler.
He was not a
Wait,
teetotaler.
what's a teetotaler?
That's someone that doesn't drink. He's teetotal.
That's a straight nothing,
Yeah.
straight edge.
Straight
okay,
edge.
straight edge.
XXX.
We
Yeah,
should start
yeah.
calling straight edge people teetotalers
Teetotalers.
again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That'll be
his
fun.
wife tried to put him over, but he is a gambler.
Well-
He does like prostitutes, and he does appreciate the very, very rare scotch.
I mean, has anyone seen like Deadwood or any Western here? I'm sure you've seen a
Yeah,
Western,
a little bit
right?
of Deadwood. Yeah,
Seen Deadwood? You seen a Western?
I've seen Five
everyone
Goes West.
smokes.
No, well, everyone smokes, but I always love that thing where you walk into a bar and you like throw, whatever it is, just throw some coins on the fucking table, and they hand you like half a bottle of whiskey.
Yep, that's yours.
Yeah, and that's yours, and you just like chug it straight out of like. I
Don't
mean,
they give you change on how much you give back to them?
maybe I don't know, but like fucking like
Back then, if a dollar bought a bottle of whiskey and you drank half a bottle, they give you like 50 cents back.
that'd be cool. You keep change.
It's like you pay for the bottle, and then like because bacteria is a non-existent thing.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit if your lips were in it and your tongue was in it and your dick was in it? They'll give it to someone else.
Yeah, they'll give it to Frankie.
Wasn't a big drinker, but do you know what Wyatt Earp's actual like vice was?
Well, you said hooers.
Okay, he food vice or drink vice, like food and drink vice. Do you know what it was?
Food and drink? Oh, I was gonna say opium.
It was a
and
food.
shit.
It was a food.
It was a food.
I'll say it was
okay.
like, his vice was not so much drink as it was a food.
It's
It was
got-
a, it was a
it-
very new food.
Corn dogs.
Sorry, what?
Is it a
what
meat?
It is not a meat.
Corn dogs.
Not a corn dog.
Sushi,
Not-
vegetable,
not
because
sushi.
I'm gonna say poke bowls.
He liked ice cream. He liked ice cream more than he liked alcohol.
Wait, I gotta find my gun. I'm just eating this
Yeah.
ice cream.
He
Oh,
would.
God.
He'd get part of his like I'm clocking out for the day routine was getting a scoop at the local jerk shop.
Jesus.
More, and he, this is way more like daily is way more than he enjoyed like his alcohol. So historians argue his vice was more ice cream than alcohol.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
This is the softest guy.
Yeah.
We thought he had fast guns. Nope.
Yeah.
We thought he took a bullet. Nope.
No,
We
no
thought he
bullet.
drank and was roughing and tuffling. No. He ate ice cream and petted women.
Yeah,
And he-
I'm gonna
and he
say.
got- and
I'm
he-
just gonna say.
And then a lot of people suffer scrotal damage around him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm just gonna say, what a bitch, with a capital what, a bitch.
Died age 80 of a fucked up liver.
80.
Hard.
Back then?
No, not bad.
No, that's great.
His last words are.
Can I guess?
No, yeah.
I'm hard as shit. Ice cream, please.
No.
I'm not going to guess.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
I'm just going to match. I'm going to say whatever he said.
His final words were suppose, and then he died. So he got halfway through his death thought before.
What a philosophical piece of bullshit.
All right, here I'm getting deep and I'm getting soft and hard at the same time. Now,
All
this
right.
is what happened. Suppose
Yeah.
his wife didn't die. Suppose his unborn child didn't die.
Got a lot of
How would
wives.
his life to have suppose? Think about that.
It'd be- yeah.
Also, wouldn't eat so much ice cream.
Maybe.
Probably not. Probably be like, for whom the bell tolls, if all my friends had their bells still, because when I'm around people with nutsacks, I disappear.
It's weird
true.
like that. He's buried in the Hills of Eternity Memorial Park, a Jewish cemetery chosen by his wife at the time.
Those rocks on his grave.
Yeah, a little bit.
What was his wife's name?
He had so many wives, Tom. It's really like a lot of the research had to refer to like his current squeeze as his common law wife.
Yeah,
simply because
yeah,
like
you
it
were-
acted and talked
Right.
like.
Now, you
one.
said he went through several wives.
Several
But his last one
Was
was
Jewish.
Jewish. And so her name was Rebecca.
No,
We'll go with
his
that.
last one was Julia Roberts.
I can.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is he Jewish?
That's
He's not Jewish.
No, she's not Jewish.
Okay.
And also, I'd kill myself too.
Well, that's who Wyatt Earp
Who
was
wants to be in a
married
room
Julia
with that
Roberts.
beast?
His gravestone would eventually be stolen right out of the fucking ground. It was later recovered at a local flea market, which makes me ask, what was the thief's game?
Well, he sold it.
Yeah.
He was able to sell it to the flea market people.
Yeah.
Right.
When was this? Like in the 60s or some shit?
I think it's recent. Like his
recently.
yeah, I want to say like 1940s. So like
Wait,
that was
recently, like 1940s.
recently after his death. So
Okay,
like
okay,
1920.
okay,
So like 1940 would be his death, and it was stolen again after that. But at the time, Kevin Costner, I think this was like in the 70s, offered to buy Wyatt Earp another tombstone wall because Costner, I think, played Wyatt Earp at one time.
Was that him in Dances with Wolves?
Maybe, I think that's
I don't
right.
remember.
I don't know.
I
That
wasn't-
could be entirely wrong,
And
Thomas.
then it was
I
all,
think it is. I've never seen that movie, but I remember the poster. It's very sexual.
it was also stolen in 2009 by the Pawn Stars.
Oh,
By that bald guy. I don't
mean
know. his
Rick?
name. Yeah, Rick.
I'll
By
give
Rick.
you a
Pawn Stars.
415
Well, he-
for it.
Rick stole it and he tried to shove it up his ass.
Didn't
then-
didn't Chumley die?
Did he?
Did Chumley die?
I don't know. Wait, one of them died. Grandpa died, maybe.
Yeah,
that seems-
probably.
yeah.
I thought he was dead on the show.
I don't
I
know.
thought it was like just gases escaping from his mouth.
Wait, can we look this up? I'm gonna look it up.
All right.
All right.
But he was trying to sell Wyatt Earp's gravestone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a priceless relic dating back to 1940, 1920, and
Yeah.
I'll give you-
1930, for fuck's sake.
and it's 1930, and
I wish I knew how
there's
much
only
it
one
sold.
of these, and there's so much history behind it. I will give you $14.
Yeah, but if you're the flea market guy taking the tombstone off of the vandal or thief, like, how do you justify that? Like, what do you have here? Wyatt Earp's tombstone. I'll give you $18 for it. It's just like, how dumb does that flea market guy have to be?
I mean, I don't know. People used to sell back in the fucking turn of the century and in the 19th century and early 20th century, people used to sell fucking bodies.
oh yeah,
You know what I
mummies.
mean? Like,
yeah.
and that was illegal. Fucking body snatchers
Yeah, I
and
guess it's everywhere.
shit. Yeah, like, oh yeah, I'll take it off your hands. Someone will buy it before the police catch me. You know?
All right, correction. Everyone from Pawn Stars is alive.
Fuck!
God damn it.
Look at that photograph of them.
Everyone shut up. So this ends the fucking reign of Wyatt Earp. And what makes it exceptional is he lived to 80
It's pretty good.
because he never got hit by a bullet.
No
Yeah.
bullets.
That's
no,
not-
no gangrene. Barely any alcohol. Just a lot of cream.
A little
hot-
bit of alcohol.
he was a creamy bull. He was basically a cat.
Yeah, so like yeah, this is like I'm going to say it, like all of the other subjects I've searched, I've understood their rise to fame. Like, oh,
Right.
like I understand why like Steve Jobs, Thomas Edison, and Archimedes are famous. After looking at fucking Wyatt, I'm like, why the fuck are you famous? Why do I know your
Yes.
name?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
collectively as a society, why do we know Wyatt Earp? You telling me all this information, I still feel that way. As for our listeners, Roast Mortem Cast listeners, you should always be listening to us. So it doesn't matter if we have people like stupid Wyatt Earp, you tune in because you still learn. It's called science.
Yeah. And also, guess what?
Science.
Now he's famous because we talked
Because
about
we
him.
talked about it.
We talked
Finally.
we talked about him. He got to make his
Finally.
own movies.
Wow. You know, we could talk about fucking the guy from Ghost Hunters, even though he's alive, and now he's famous.
Yeah,
I don't
guy
know.
from Ghost Hunters.
Just
He's
fucking-
meant to be trending.
Herbal Jamal. Like, you know, he
Yeah, that
died
guy.
2 days ago, and now we're going to talk about him.
Yeah.
He's famous now. He's
God
Herbal
bless.
Jamal.
But yeah, you're right. I really don't find anything in this man's history that even
Yeah, because like what you were disappointed he was not the fastest draw in the
I
wildest
think he
West.
just rewrote his own history when you said he was in the movies.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe.
He just rewrote.
Or no,
'cause-
definitely
yeah,
there.
Yeah, exactly. He rewrote his own history, made himself. He bigged him up. He was like, big up, son.
you make it look good.
Big up, legend.
If I could do a callback to a quote he said after, his disgrace, the good Lord owes me an explanation for the things that have happened in my life.
Spoiled.
No, Wyatt, you owe the Lord an explanation for the shit you did during your life.
Yeah, you fucking dumb piss.
How did you not get shot?
What a penis.
And
boy.
and to like drive home how hard he wasn't shot, he would take like shots through his coat. Like he was able to like lift his arm and you could see sunlight through his coat.
So he'd
like-
shoot his own coat?
Perhaps
Probably.
not. So that's your boy Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, dog.
flip-flopped on the law multiple times. Can't tell how many times.
Yeah.
Handful of wives.
Probably more
I
than...
can't tell how many wives he had because I didn't count. It's a definite finite amount that I could find. But I just did not. I'm going to say 7.
Seven wives.
7 wives.
7 acting wives because, like, you know, like a guy like Wyatt didn't sit down for a marriage. He just, like...
You're a wife now.
He just told a girlfriend of his, like, you're a functioning wife now.
Well, they walked down to town hall, which was opened anytime the sun was up. Yeah, we're married now, and
Hello.
my shit might belong to her later, and then he disappears.
I feel
Goes to
like
a different town.
Yeah.
That's how some of his marriages ended.
I feel
Yeah,
like
just leave it.
back to a stupid joke that didn't hit before that I made about shotgun weddings.
That wasn't even a joke.
It was a joke.
You were just talking about shotguns.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Well, I'm just saying, these are shotgun weddings.
You want a shotgun?
Yeah,
You want a shotgun a beer?
dude.
No, that was the
Yeah, man.
opposite of shotgun weddings.
All right, well, after this episode ends, I'm going to go shotgun a beer.
I'll join you.
We'll just do it right here.
I got to pee out of my front.
So that's the end of Wyatt Earp.
That's Wyatt Earp in a nutshell.
Wyatt, the quiet spaghetti Earp spaghetti.
Wyatt Barry
Yeah.
Stapp Earp,
I think...
lawless gunmen that somehow made it to the age of 80, all thanks, well, mostly in part to never being shot during one of his
Cody.
skirmishes.
So you really opened my brown eye with this episode because
so?
I thought he was a decent lawman, and he is a piece of shit.
Okay,
Big old idiot.
I
Also,
will.
hold on, before you go on, I just want to say I'm on the opposite end where I thought he was a Billy the Kid type character.
Okay,
Oh, you thought he was a bandit?
I thought he was a bandit through and through. And
Okay.
so I have also had my brown eye fisted
Opened.
with Cody's
yeah, okay.
information.
All
Okay.
right, there you go.
In the spirit of disclosure and honesty, I did omit some of the more altruistic things he's done. Like,
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what we do here.
That's what
Yeah,
we
yeah,
do.
yeah,
We mash people.
he like one of the more shining things he's done is he helped a drunkard who passed out on a bridge off.
So what? I would.
He
do
had
that.
$500 on him, and Wyatt Earp didn't take any of it.
Yeah, but
yeah, that's
just,
where he fucked up because he's a bitch.
Yeah,
Take control.
I'm saying that's just being a normal fucking person.
Exactly. Travis, I don't get shot in Tombstone, Arizona and steal $500 on a daily basis. I do that every fucking day.
Yeah.
I haven't been shot and I haven't stole money every day of my life. And it's going like, I don't know, 30 times 306. It's going like 9,000 days strong.
Basically, with great responsibility comes great Spider-Man. So
Yeah,
that's
that.
how he should learn his life.
After he's dead.
That's pretty much.
Argue that shit.
Yeah, argue with me how you would argue.
All right.
There
Well,
you go.
Yeah, that's
Wyatt
the end of the
Earp
episode.
I appreciate that. That was a good one, man.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was a lot of
took
fun.
colossal shots at an American icon. I don't regret it.
He didn't do so much, actually.
Yeah.
So I
You
gotta
know
go
that
back
now.
to- as I do every time, but now I say it just extra. God is back.
Fucking
Yeah!
sexual.
Ice Cream
sexual.
Boy.
Fucking sexual.
Wyatt Earp, a.k.a. Ice Cream Boy.
AKA the bummer of Peoria.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you for tuning into the Roast Mortem podcast.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
It has been a pleasure.
You can follow us collectively at Roast Mortem Cast on Instagram and Twitter. And you can follow me on Twitter at Saunched, SAUNTCHT.
You can follow me at Earpy Boy.
No. You can't fuck.
AOL.org.
No, you can't.
No, my name is Travis Lee. You can follow me at Travis Leegion
Two
at
E's.
both of them.
Two E's on those.
Oh, whatever.
I am Cody McCann on Twitter. CODYMCCANN. That around?
Yeah, that's about
that's
it.
us. Thank you so
That
much.
about does it.
I am
Danky dank.
Danky Shane.
Try not to eat ice cream when you're pimping. You might die.
Yeah,
lose.
pimping and ice cream.
Yeah, dank.
He did that simultaneously.
Danky dinky
Wow.
dinky.
Danky.
Bye.
man, and now we're gonna do some things. Cody, right? We're doing things, right?
We're doing a bunch of things. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, I'm gonna recommend a chaser. You've just enjoyed Wyatt Earp enough to join us for the post-show. And if you enjoyed that gunslinger, I'm gonna recommend another gunslinger by the name of John Dillinger.
Oh, Dilly Earp.
A.K.A. episode 20. Go peep that out if you enjoyed Wyatt.
I'm just...
You know,
Yeah, pew pew.
It's like...
I feel
peep
Dillinger was a
wings.
little bit more competent than Wyatt.
No, Dillinger was just trying to peep wings. That's all I'm saying.
Keep weens, take those banknotes,
And you should
yada
watch
yada
it because
yada.
you'll see those wings. In
Yeah.
our episode with
You'll
your
see-
ears.
you-
You'll
yeah.
see them with your ears.
I was gonna say, you'll
So
see
many.
nothing with podcasts.
Yeah, well, you will.
Hey, we're gonna do the Glossarium segment.
Oh, Gloucester Grand gets
You
the
remember
bike.
that. We reach out to you, Roast Mortem Faithful, aka Ninnies, and you let us know if you need any terminology cleared up for you. We got a regular 2 terms for you today.
I speak English.
I speak American.
¿Cómo estás? Muy bien.
Sí, también.
E2.
Yo soy.
Yes.
So our first definition up is Herbal Jamal. You might have heard us say we're taking Herbal Jamal breaks, or we're going out for an Herbal Jamal.
That's easy.
Yeah, how'd you
Wait,
not
does
get, how'd
no
you not
one
get
know what
that?
Herbal Jamal is?
We'll make everyone know what an Herbal
Alright.
Jamal is right now. It's a noun. A central, albeit expendable talisman that enables humanity to participate in the age-old rite known as a smoke break.
That's right.
Yes.
Tom, can you use Herbal Jamal in a sentence?
I sure could. Well, I just finished my taxes from 2016, and I could sure use an Herbal Jamal. What do you say, boys?
Oh, what a nerd. You
need
do
those.
taxes?
They're coming after us now. And our second term, and final term, is came to cremate, or its alternative form, came to cream. Now, this is an idiom, and it's an expression to convey an individual's rigid, up-and-coming nature. And Travis, could you possibly use came to cream or came to cremate in a sentence?
Yes, I can. I would just be like, hey, I step in this room. I came to cream. I came to cream. I came to cream and king to ka.
Very awkward when you
Yeah.
get into elevators with that.
Well, yeah.
It's a hard lead for
You're
a Monday.
supposed to walk into the elevator all confident and just yell, I came to cream.
Hail.
The
Yeah,
confidence thing.
Like a panting or a scream with soda, if you will. Like, at that volume.
Came to cream.
Very important.
Yeah. That came to cream.
Yeah. Enough said.
So
There-
thanks for listening to us be the Glossatorius Presentores.
We have come to terms.
We have come to terms. We came to cream. We've termed. We're at full term.
My cream is coming.
Thanks for listening. What do we got next? Outtakes?
Oh yeah. Look at this photograph.
I gotta be
Look at this photograph.
Something about photographs.
Every time I do, it's photographs. This is where I went to graph.
This is my friend Mark McGrath.
The two of the cowboys that fled, one of them is called Ike Clanton.
Oh,
and
the Clanton. Oh, okay.
Ike
because-
Clanton had a brother that perished in the resulting OK Corral shootout. So he comes back with,
Too
a legal
soon.
vengeance. You know what I mean?
I just want to make sure it wasn't Doc with his Jewish wife.
No.
Big nose.
Wyatt had a Jewish wife, not Doc.
Oh, so Wyatt is now with Big Nose.
No, he
I'm
will
so
eventually
confused.
marry a
No,
Jewish woman. is
No,
all.
you mentioned
Big Nose.
Yeah, that's Doc Holliday's
Yeah,
wife.
that's his Jewish wife. That's
Wyatt
that's-
would
okay,
eventually
okay,
have a
yeah.
Jewish
Okay,
wife.
okay.
I don't know if Big Nose Kate was Jewish. That's Tom and Joe.
Well, she could have been. That's all I know.